Alright guys, back here in the video, and this time we're live at Locals, which is a little too loud for you, I'm sorry. But I wanted to go over the Trunks deck update. It's pretty nice. If you know what it does, combo with a card 2 cost or higher, and you draw a card, draw 2 Awaken. Do the same thing on the backside. Super aggressive leader, I try to win on turn 3 or 4 with this deck, and it's pretty nice, especially against those Shinron decks that are being played right now. But, so, Trap Boss 4 gave us some tools. I'm probably going to bundle this card with 3, but I only have 2. This card is very nice because it's a blue and a red, and it's going to charge turn 1. It also has a good effect. So we got Arrival blue, red, and you have to tap 1 blue. That's why I feel like you need to bump this card to 3 or 4. Probably 3 because you don't want to clog it. But it minuses 1 card by 10,000, draws you a card, and in the inner turn you get to bounce a 1. Basically, I'm going to bounce one of my 1 drops out of my hand, but you can do a red or blue battle card out of your hand. Pretty nice, but you can't bounce himself, sadly. Really powerful card. For the third copy, I'd probably either take out one of these. You don't really need to see a lot of these, but it's good to have extra copies just because you want to charge and be able to combo these. So feel free to take out one of each of these, or one of each to be subbed out for one of these. But everybody knows what Chain Attack Package does. But no Zeno in the main deck. I'll probably side the Zenos. This is like a super aggressive deck. But this main has a new target, which is super powerful, which is the Majin Buu, the Reincarnator. So this guy, whenever you play him, you get to play something from your drop area, 3 or less. So it's really nice. So what you do is you go Chain Attack into Majin Buu Reactor after calming off and getting free advantage, and play your Digging Deep or your Burst Attack. And everybody knows that these cards are super powerful against the current meta. And yeah, so these guys are really powerful. They're your main targets in the main deck. So this guy is really good because you can play free blocker from your hand like mine, drop your hand down, and then draw 2 cards. It's really powerful. And then you can protect it easily. Protect all these cards really easily with the new Trunks Deluge of Power. So if you want to, you can play this going second, turn 1, and attack with it, take a life, combo whatever you want, and then on the crackback, you combo this and he'll go up to 15, and most of the time it will survive. But Crisis Crusher does exist, so be wary of playing 1 drops willy-nilly. But yeah, if you combo with this and your card in battle is red, you get to pump it an extra 5k for the duration of the turn, which allows you to pump up your Digging Deep to 25 whenever he attacks and takes a life. So your Digging Deep will be 25 dual attack on the second attack without you even comboing, which is pretty crazy to me. It's like you threw a bean on it without costing energy. So we do play 3 Saiyan combo, which is just one of your main aggressors. This card could be bumped up to 4. The card is super crazy against Shinron and other decks like that, and it hurts those Broly decks because they can't do much without taking life. So and it leaves them very vulnerable. But the 1-drops are very susceptible to the counterplay cards, so be wary of that as well. 3 of Unbreakables, not 4. You don't want to play too many 10Ks to combo with. But it is very powerful to combo with this on the front side and draw a card. So if you like to play 4, you can try 4. But I decided to play 3 of your Double Strike card, which is Champa or this, whichever one you would like. This one is very good because it can be Double Strike if you need it to be, or if you don't need it to be. So you can, it's 2 or higher, so you get to draw a card when you combo this on the front side or the back side. Very powerful. This is how you usually close games out with your leader. If they go to 2 early on, and then you can go finish off with your leader very easily and safely. To the super combos, 2 blue cards, 4 North Kai. It could be this one or Mob, whichever one you prefer. The 4 or less guys, because you play over them. But this card is very powerful. 1 Unyielding, card's at 1, sadly. This card's at 4. This deck will be insane, but it's not. So still a really good card, so be watching out for this and other cards like it. 4, your 2-drop Mai, it's a free blocker. This card is super crazy in this deck because it's just a free defense, and you don't have to worry about tapping out that much, and it can also intercept attacks whenever you're trying to save your good battle cards like Burst Attack and Digging Deep.
And you can bounce it back with using the Majin.
You can bounce it back with your Majin Buu as well, which is pretty cool. So you can attack with it on the offense as well because it's free energy. 4 beans, self-explanatory. This card is insane in this deck, especially with Digging Deep. 2 Dimension Magic, not 4 in this deck. You don't really need the negate in this deck that much, but you do have Sparking 5 a lot. When you go to 4 life, you sit there and keep picking at your opponent until they lose all the cards. Pretty good. 2 of your anti-counterplay cards. So I played 2 of these in the main. Probably with side the third. This card's really good against the counterplay Vegeta the Cruel and stuff like that. And if they tap 2 energy against you just to try to Vegeta the Cruel, you hit them with this, they're probably gonna die because they can't handle that much pressure. If you don't know what this card does, you get the counterplay anything that's 2 or less, and the counterplay cards like Topo and Vegeta Cruel and Chopper Trickster, those cards are 2 cost or less when you're at dual color. So you counterplay it, put it back in your hand, and then you get a bounce of 3 drop or less out of your hand, which is pretty nice. Only blue battle card, sadly though, so you can only bounce your Mind Blocker in the main deck. And then over 2 of the Bardock and 1 of Supreme Kai. Probably just gonna bump up the Bardock to 3. But both cards are very good. So this one only works with 3 or less, 3 cards, and this one's 4. But they essentially do the same thing for the deck. But this can also discard extra cards you don't need. So this one's probably actually better. But thank you guys for watching once again. And I don't know which videos you like better, this one or where you can see it all on screen. But a lot of people tell me they want to see live deck profiles. So appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.